你們全球有超過20國承認同性婚姻，其中多數係經過國會立法，達成同婚合法化嘅目標。不過8項人口先天就高嘅愛爾蘭，2015年才係全球頭一個通過公投本同婚合法嘅國家。當然6屆同志驕傲嘢，更加係愛爾蘭呈現愛同平權嘅重要場合。今年係愛爾蘭驕傲遊行50周年。呢下都聽到採訪團隊重新轉到愛爾蘭同志運動爆發嘅年頭素材，但來看保守嘅天主教國家，完全一步一步行向婚姻平權。同交通度每支嘅國頭能聽得到按好聽嘅宣告，呢條公搶過來。灰彩玻璃充滿，色彩很較大眼。頭一節90年期間新派酷劇交通，係200點幾內千泰嘅天主交通，不止係愛爾蘭嘅信仰中心，咪係歷史同文化嘅代表。
We are a predominantly Catholic country. The country is renowned for its saints and scholars and the old being able to travel the world as missionaries to spreading the good news and to promulgate the religious ethos of Christianity. Marriage equality showed that there were progressive mainstream Catholics who were of the view that it was about love, it was about their sons or daughters or grandchildren, and it demonstrated the importance of having a conversation.
14世紀來講保守嘅天主教會，完全透過對話一步一步支持婚姻平權。佢係愛爾蘭參議席議長 Jerry Buttimer， 2012年公開承認自家係同性戀，係頭一個出櫃嘅愛爾蘭同志黨眾議員。
Somebody who was a member and is a member of the LGBT community, I felt it was important and incumbent on me, if I was to be an advocate, if I was to be a leader for my people and my community, that I should show leadership by coming out.
除了 Jerry， 同2015年愛爾蘭同婚修憲公投前，該項嘅愛爾蘭總理 Leo Varadkar 公開出櫃來相聽，咪係全世界頭一個公開出櫃嘅總理，對政壇都民間組織�sh來支持。2015年愛爾蘭成功推動同性婚姻合法化，係全球頭一個通過全民公投做到婚姻平權嘅國家。
It was an extraordinary day. Not least because we came from, in 2010, civil partnership where we thought we would never get to marriage equality, and within a short period of time, the Irish people voted yes, and one has to be very thankful to the generosity of the Irish people. We are a small nation with a huge heart. Became the first country in the world by popular vote to vote for marriage equality. 愛爾蘭是有啲下嘅婚姻平權，對8項人口信天主教嘅國家來講係一大里程碑。不過其實呢條路愛爾蘭未行嚟動多年，情況傾偈都係講到1982年嘅自從事件。門內搶悠悠，民眾晚間吃菜。採訪團隊就帶頭愛爾蘭超過25年，愛爾蘭中文學校高中嘅帶領下，重新轉到愛爾蘭同志運動嘅年頭素材。
有一個在都柏林機場工作的員工叫做 Declan Flynn， 因為當時呢，這個 Fairview 公園呢就媲美台灣的新公園，現在的228和平公園。當時是同志們聚集的地方，常常這邊聚會。那很不幸的，1982年，這個人呢，他被5個年輕人圍毆致死，那居然沒有被判刑，無罪釋放，所以當時呢就引起了數千人的抗議示威遊行。
禁止 LGBT 族群受到嘅不當對待，愛爾蘭將會到1983年6月，有頭一擺大規模嘅同志驕傲遊行。不過，就對1974年6月開始， 都把临界民众都用加种无相关的方式争取同性恋的权利。爱尔兰的同志运动起源是什么时候？是不是已经有很长一段时间？
对，在1974年呢，有10位非常勇敢的人，他们来到了这个英国大使馆，对这个英国当初压迫同性恋的法律提出抗议。所以这个起源是从英国大使馆这边开始的，在1974年。
就是我们现在看到这个地方。
是，对。
韩国半世纪嘅同志运动，爱尔兰同安多人嘅大变下，一下竟然係當年包容嘅社會。態度點門，仲下用裁縫來補敗，漂用嘅裁縫器，為咗翡翠之都好名聲嘅愛爾蘭加添色彩。行到愛爾蘭都把臨界記錄後，萬你都看得到裁縫器。6年係愛爾蘭都把臨界驕傲年，對愛爾蘭來講，都超係一場社會強權。對公部門企業到民間單位，都是看到勇人強化來支持 LGBTQ 族群嘅權益。
So this year it's the 50th anniversary of the very first Dublin Pride March. Because it's our Golden Jubilee and we wanted to have something that was very positive and empowering for young people, we went with the theme of shine. So it's a mixture of encouraging people to shine in their own lives, but also to bring light to those who might be in darkness.
餐厅、小摊贩都会做出支持彩虹、支持爱尔兰同志骄傲的作为。其实很大的原因是尊重跟平等，是对人权的深信。
遊行雖然咁樣進行，不過為期間呢個26年，愛爾蘭也嘅性別團體創立起來，強下攀入上百重嘅法通，持續影響同行卡多年有接觸，一步一步建立社會對同志族群嘅認同。
Sometimes there are people that may be the other way and they're quite loud, but actually they don't have the numbers, whereas we've proven that we get tens of thousands of people out every summer, and that happens not just during Pride Month, but every time there's a human rights risk in the world, like our community turns out and will support, but it's because we ultimately believe in fairness and decency for all people.
另外，性別議題愛得到關注，而世界不止係愛爾蘭全國上下，也百計 LGBTQ 組織團體，做到同性戀同愛爾蘭合法之前，1988年從看嘅 Gay Community News 都希望關注 LGBTQ 嘅權益，喺愛爾蘭類似拯救嘅 LGBTQ 媒體。
I guess the community wanted to fill that gap and they did that, like we did that ourselves. And obviously it's grown today, it's been over 35 years that it's been going. And we kind of stick to those core values of educating, informing, platforming the voices of the community.
As I said, that's really important that we are aware that there are LGBTQ people in all of our communities, in all of our sectors, working in healthcare, working in education. So GCN really provides that opportunity to bring that forward. It's also a really important archive of our history.
對每年發行一擺，並免費提供本大家來圖。GCN 透過媒體嘅影響力，為社會認識 LGBTQ 族群。呢本 LGBTQ 族群，看到行卡多同自家有相關故事嘅人，發行超過35年，更加為當年性別議題同愛爾蘭嘅改變，留落重要嘅歷史記錄。